Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of the brand new podcast about She-Hulk. I'm your host,
Anyways,
and this is your co-host.
anyways,
So
we
we
just
just watched
watched
the
episode
episode.
6 of She-Hulk.
Yeah, it
Um,
was.
I like this
It's
one.
going somewhere.
I
I
like
like
this
it. Yeah,
one.
it's going somewhere.
Granted,
I thought it was just gonna be like a fun little episode. So like, my thing is like when we first started, I'm like, oh, this is going somewhere, and then when we're going along, I'm like, oh, this is some kind of fun little thing.
Yes, it's a self-contained wedding episode.
And then at the point where I was accepting that it was a fun little thing, then they hit us with like that last like 5 minutes of this episode. I'm like, oh, this is going somewhere.
it's going. Yeah.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely, maybe they're really picking up on it. Maybe because we're nearing the end. They've got to start showing us what they're really planning. I don't know if they have plans for a season 2 or not, but obviously the season 1's got to end with like a good, and it's got to have like a good ending, right? It's got to be something big, something obviously like entertaining. They're not doing end credit scenes these past 2 episodes.
Yeah. I think it probably just stopped.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Yeah, I mean, you got at some point it's just got to stop.
maybe
Maybe
like
at some point they're gonna stop doing it for the movies too.
I don't know. Maybe
they're just gonna stop. They're just gonna stop doing the end credit scenes altogether. They're gonna stop making movies.
they're just gonna stop everything.
Yeah, and just make TV shows, and then like
no.
we'll start just making one episode TV shows. Like your movie will be just one half hour episode TV show, and that's it.
I don't think it could be
Never gonna
classified unless they rewrite the definition of a TV show and a movie.
It's Disney.
What does that mean?
It means they got.
They don't
power,
have
bro.
that power
They don't have that power yet.
yet. It's like, name your price, we'll buy it. Can we talk about Mr. Immortal? That guy's an actual superhero character. I looked him up.
Wow.
No joke. What, during the show, his name is Mr. Immortal, as a fictional superhero, obviously. He is the leader of the Great Lakes Avengers, which Hawkeye was a member of that before he became a member of the actual Avengers that we know and love. It says he made his live action debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, obviously She-Hulk, played by David Pasquesi. I don't know what other roles that guy has played, but watching this and hearing Mr. Immortal, I'm like,
Where do all these guys come from?
Yeah.
it's, I don't know, it's weird because you made a comment, it was like well, Shield knew about all these people.
Mhm.
I'm like, you're probably right, but at the same time,
In a way, it's just like I had the same thought process going in to this episode specifically. Was like the amount of super people that have been popped up in the past like 10 years in this universe. It's insane, bro.
it's weird to see them all just come out like in a TV show. You have so far Mr. Immortal. The only real like newer characters, it would be Titania and Mr. Immortal, but still those are pretty random. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With
I mean
no-
they're just there to like, kind of like fill the void. I don't think there's gonna be anything really made about like.
No, it's not gonna be anything serious. It's just like they're here,
Mhm.
and it kind of fits the bill or the mold that is She-Hulk, because it's a law division for like superhuman people.
Yeah.
So they kind of
Yeah.
take on those special cases.
Mhm.
So it makes sense. It's not boring. It's pretty interesting. I think it's a good thing. But it's weird. Like it'll catch people off guard, like it did with me. But I mean, it's kind of cool. you know, we only have, I think, two episodes maybe left, maybe even one. I can't remember. But I think it's 8, so we might have 2 more. But
Okay.
I know that people are mainly just waiting to see either Daredevil, or they're just waiting for or they're actually genuinely involved in the show. For me, it's still a 50-50, but this episode did do it for me.
Yeah, this episode was pretty good.
Along with the the ending, especially for me.
I love how they set it up. Like they set up that website in not near the beginning, but earlier in the episode.
Right.
That became important later. I really enjoy when they set things up to be important.
Yes.
At a later state.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that technique of story writing.
Yeah, it comes back. It's like, oh, do you remember this? We're gonna circle back. It's gonna be something big. I mean, that's kind of what they did with...
Because honestly, that was one of the only notes that you saw circled down in what's her face's notepad.
Right, Nikki's notepad.
And then I'm going through. I'm like, nothing else is being said about that website. I wonder why they chose to focus on the mention that website.
Right.
And then near the end, of course, we found out why.
Yeah, it's got to be some big organization, like dare I say maybe AIM. I mean, I know AIM was already a thing, but it could be Future Foundation. I don't know. It could just be a bunch of different...
What was AIM again?
AIM, I don't even remember what it was stood for, but it was... Remember, we made a joke about it. One of Stark's, enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Who pretended to be the Mandarin. Which,
yeah,
I wish they would have gone more into that, because, I wanted to know, how did that guy...
He spent my shoe 20 years ago.
How did he know about the Mandarin?
Down.
You know what I mean?
He I think he made him up.
No. I think... See, that's very specific.
He was the Mandarin.
No. Well...
Yes, he was. He was the Mandarin. So he made him up.
Oh, okay.
He made an offshore identity. And he had money.
Are you saying that he didn't even know that the Mandarin was a real thing, and it was just a 1,000-year-old
I think
dude?
that... What are you talking about? The Mandarin wasn't 1,000 years old in the
Shang-Chi. That was the Mandarin.
Oh.
That's what I'm getting at. I'm like.
Oh, it was probably passed down through legend. So he probably long thought that he was dead. And then he just took on the name. I mean, people write shit down.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just interesting to me. But anyways, I thought what was really funny in this episode was that Jennifer decides to, when she gets invited to her friend's wedding, she decides to show up as She-Hulk to the wedding, which...
I knew immediately it was going to be an issue.
I mean, her friend seems like if she just showed up as Jen, she would have had an issue. I don't know, her friend seems like a real dick.
No, she definitely was, because of when she came to ask Jen for help. She's like, oh, some of the staff is quitting because of the way that I'm treating them. Yeah, right. She definitely was one, but it's also that is her big day.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Do you really get to treat people like trash on your big day?
You don't get people to treat people like trash, but if your friend is a superhero, or has their own, not even superhero, it has their own thing going on, and they're showing up and flashing it around on your big day.
That's true.
You don't want that to happen. At least that's the way for a lot of girls, because people will be planning their own weddings when they're in middle school and shit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying,
right?
That's just what it is. I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of women do. So they're, they bank a lot of emotional stuff on this day.
Right. Yeah.
So
I mean, put it in that perspective, I get it, but at the same time, I'm just friends seem like a dick.
Oh yeah, you don't. Oh yeah. She definitely was. I mean,
And then
there's no denying that. But I just knew reasonably. I just knew it was going to be an issue when she showed up as She-Hulk.
And then just to make matters worse, Tatiana or Titania decides to show up to a wedding.
Yeah.
Because she's dating one of the groomsmen or something.
Dude, she was not dating that groomsman. she was getting a way in. Because you saw his nerdy ass, which there's nothing wrong with nerdy ass, but at the same time, you knew. Like you knew.
So then they get into like a fist fight later on, but like Jen gets really drunk, and then she gets face punched by Titania.
She got sucker punched.
Yeah, and then she got thrown like 30 feet, and I'm like, that would have killed somebody. Like how did Jen in her normal human form not die from that punch? I mean,
plot armor.
I guess you're right. I mean, you can't.
And I'm guessing that like the Gamma gives her like extra healing abilities.
Maybe
because you remember like what Bruce Banner said back in like the Avengers. He tried to kill himself and like the Hulk wasn't allowing it.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, I think about that a lot actually.
Because you would think, I'm like, man, there ain't no way that boy transformed that fucking quick. Because like he told you like how he tried to do it. And I'm like,
right.
How does that exactly work? I feel like it went through, like not through here, but through the back, and then like the Hulk came in and healed. That's what I think happened. But point is, I think that the Gamma gave her like healing abilities. In a way.
Yeah, you could be right. That would be an interesting take. Maybe it would be well, I was gonna say maybe it would be more like her thing than it would be Bruce's, but it really makes sense.
Yeah, and I feel like their Gamma works a little differently.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. For some reason, she doesn't have anybody like an alternate personality, but Bruce did. Remember, they said that like the first episode.
Yeah. So I was talking to like a coworker, and he was saying the reason why Bruce did was because he was traumatized as a kid. At least that's the way it was explained in one of like the comic lines.
Okay.
So it was like a similar like idea to Moon Knight, basically.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I knew that he had
that's why Hulk. Yeah, that's why Hulk acts like a child, is because it was in that state of mind.
Interesting. I'll have to keep that one in mind. Pretty good. I like how Jennifer basically agreed with everyone that this episode was going to be kind of like boring. Just going to be like a little fun, boring wedding episode. It's going to be kind of like a filler thing. When she like broke the fourth wall in the beginning of the episode.
Special guest.
Cat.
Arya Scarlet.
Nice.
Go on. I'm sorry. She just
good.
climbed my lap, but I just wanted to address it.
No, you're good. But yeah, no, I thought that was kind of funny. Did you have like a favorite part so far?
My favorite part, shoot, I had two favorite parts, but I'm just gonna go with the one because you'll probably go with the other. Was the wedding fight. That was a pretty good fight, but it also made me feel like, oh no, she's gonna like ruin this wedding for her friend in a way. She's gonna feel bad about it. Thank you for taking your exit. Thank you. You're just gonna re-enter into the fray. Okay. But yeah, it was I enjoyed that fight. Because I had multiple feelings like going like through it. Like, oh, that's cool. That's funny. It's gonna end up terrible, which it didn't. It ended up, okay. But,
yeah, her friend ended up like coming around, not being
just
so much of a. Oh yeah, that's right. She was drunk. Dude, she had one eye. She was like, "Hey."
I thought there was gonna be like a whole like meltdown when she was standing at the thing.
Dude, she had a whole eye closed. She was so drunk. It was really funny, actually. I've never seen anybody talk with like one eye open, one eye closed.
Not even me.
No, it's just like I don't know. It's just like you just walk out in public. And you're like, hey, how's it going? You know? Oh man. There's something else I wanted to address.
What was your favorite part?
It'd probably have to be the end.
That's the other thing I was gonna say. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because we finally got, to see a little bit more of what it was that, or who it was that the Wrecking Crew was more or less working with. And we still didn't really get an indicator on who it is, other than it's just like a big operation, and that they're taking their job pretty damn seriously, especially on the internet, which looked like a subreddit page basically on just like how to kill She-Hulk and stuff.
Yeah.
Which was a little scary, not gonna lie. I feel like that would play into.
I mean, they have that shit for like politicians.
That's true.
It's kind of like in the dark web, which honestly, that's just the thing. It's like, why is this thing not in the dark web?
What exactly?
This whole like, oh, should we kill her? Should we do this? This, and that? Like, that seems like, and websites like that exist, but they shouldn't really exist for long. You know what I mean? Usually the government's on that shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, still, it's just like it's scary, because it's like an organized thing. It's like you never know when they're gonna strike or anything.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we get to figure it out. Maybe I mean, I doubt if it's ever gonna be like some brand new thing that they just conjured up. It's got to be something from the comics, obviously, but I'm excited to figure out who it is. And if it's somebody new that I don't even know, I'm excited to learn about them. Kind of like Mr. Immortal. I didn't know Mr. Immortal was a thing, until now. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to that in the next episode or two. What are you looking for in the next episode?
Next episode, something like another attempt at like either trying to get her blood or trying to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously a failed one, but still, something exciting.
I heard rumors that at the end of the show it was supposed to be involved with the leader. Do you know who the leader is?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It was what's his
Brain
face?
Dude.
Yeah, from the old Hulk movie. I can't remember his name. What was it? Norton something. The original actor.
Ed Norton was the actor for
Ed
the
Norton.
Hulk.
Yeah, and then I can't remember the actor for that guy that's supposed to play as the leader, but it'll definitely be interesting. I heard it's supposed to. It's like a rumor that it'll like end with him, and then open up on another show with him as like the main antagonist or something. But hopefully they make that work, because that I don't know. It's just like with certain villains, it'll be hard to do. Like they want to make a Two-Gun Kid show, which would be interesting. But it's just like, why would we put a Western style show? I mean, that's just even saying that that's the route that they want to go. But
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we finally got some dude that's like taking in appreciation for Jen and not just She-Hulk. But I remember you were like theorizing that he's probably in on it. Like,
because it's kind of sketchy to me.
It was like the tone of like the music changed at the end of the show, and I was like, oh, okay, something bad's gonna happen. But I guess we'll just have to wait until next week to figure that part out. I think we might have covered everything already.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have anything that you wanted to add?
No, except for like the outro stuff.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. Another short
thank
episode,
you guys
but
for,
it was a
another
fun
short
episode.
It was fun, and it's also was going somewhere.
Yeah, definitely going somewhere. You can follow us at twitch.tv/hotpocket61 and twitch.tv/ApolloYourKing. Follow us on the channel. Here's Tristan with the W.
So we I have a promo code for W. If you go to w.gg, you get a 10% discount off your first order using the code CorpKing. This energy drink, it's designed not to give you jitters or a crash. I have tried 2 of their flavors, pretty good. It does exactly what it gives you energy, it gives you focus. It's mainly towards like for gaming, but I have drank like one of them during work, and it's got me through the day.
Nice.
But yeah, it is designed more towards gaming though. But if you use that promo code, then you get 10% off. And honestly, if you don't know if you would like it, get the sampler pack. It's like $15. You get like a shaker along with like 3 pouches of you get 3 servings of it with 3 different flavors. So highly recommend that. But yeah, it definitely helped the channel, and a lot of it's going to go towards another project of mine, or the money that we earn is going to go through another project of mine. So yeah, thank you.
All right, well, thank you everyone for listening, and good night.
Good night.